Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world joining us. Thank you. My name is Stéphane Bisson. I'll be your host today for yet another episode of EOS Hot Sauce Live. We've got a good show lined up for you. Today, we'll be talking about ENF securing some talent. Of course, some more rants from Yves Larose of the ENF talking about ENF Ventures, which is very exciting, and building consensus, which is something that Yves does all day, every day. B1 litigation update, and then we're going to get into the Fractally app. They've started their weekly meetings, so that's exciting. We're going to recap a bit of the epic fireside chat that we had this week with the EOS community. It lasted 7 hours, which is by far the longest fireside chat we've had. We've got Pomelo Season 2 NFT breakdown for you today, as well as revealing some dates for the grand opening for the Pomelo Season 2 for the crowdfunding platform. We're talking a bit about donations and NFTs for Ukraine. Gamebox from DeFi Box has an update for us. And then we are going to cover a few articles, one from Bywire talking about the must-have Dapps on EOS, and one from Altcoinbuzz.io, which features EOS. So let's get into it. So first of all, we've got ENF announcing that they've hired 3 developers. And, they note that it's essential for doing so, then to ensure to attract, retain top developer talent within their ecosystem. So there's a tweet here, and they've got a Medium article, of course, that's published. As always, all the links that we're talking about today are going to be in the description below. So if you want to dive in deeper, definitely do that by following the links. So I just wanted to read a quick excerpt of this article. This article kind of goes over why there's various benefits for EOS and the EOSIO ecosystem with this approach of hiring developers within the ENF. And, it gives developers a stable base of support from which to contribute to EOS. Those developers will work for the network as a whole and may occasionally work as a team and could provide support to different teams within the community. It provides a stop-loss mechanism for retaining top talent within the EOS ecosystem. It creates capacity for independent technical review of development estimates and timelines. It gives the ability to drive community-approved and directed and time-sensitive initiatives. It has the ability to act as a standardized cost alternative to ensure reasonable contract bids, and allows the community flexibility when presented with time constraints. And then finally, also wanted to highlight that, additionally, they will be able to offer significant cost savings to the EOS token holders by providing the ENF with the opportunity to bid on future development work proposed out of the EOSIO Plus working group, which would be funded by all the EOSIO networks rather than just by EOS itself. So that's a very interesting development. Now, the names of the developers are not yet revealed. I saw some comments out there in the social medias that perhaps these are developers that are currently working for Bullish and they not yet finished their contract for Bullish, so their name has not been revealed yet. All right, moving on to ENF Ventures. So Yves Larose here reveals some details behind the ENF Ventures and how the ENF intends to utilize it to leverage external capital for funding EOS projects while offsetting operational costs to the ENF itself. So definitely, this is a very interesting project. Of course, highly recommend you listen to this rant. Real quickly, it explains how the ENF was looking to add a separate arm to their organization that would allow for the influx of external capital that wants to invest in EOS applications and the EOS ecosystem. Of course, the ENF is a nonprofit, which actually Yves shared more details around that structure in last week's Fireside chat, which we'll get into in just a bit. But basically, these these venture investments that the ENF would facilitate with this external capital, a certain percentage of those profits from these ventures would go back to funding the ENF. Now, since the ENF is a nonprofit, it absolutely has to reinvest all of that capital back into the EOS ecosystem. And potentially, if ENF Ventures is wildly successful, perhaps all of the cost of ENF could be offset by these profitable ENF ventures, reducing the need for ENF to be funded by inflation of the network. So overall, really interesting concept. And I'm looking forward to hear more about these external investors and which project they'll be investing in. Next up, we have another rant on building consensus. And here Eve talks about the process of reaching consensus while emphasizing the need to meet people where they are at and engage with empathy in order to walk the same path together. Another good clip that the whole community should watch, in my opinion. Okay, moving on, quick B1 litigation update here. So the ENF is requesting the EOS community support in evidence collection. Real quick, just to make it clear, you know, if you invested in EOS tokens and the price went down, that's not what the ENF is looking for. They're looking for, you know, if you made business decisions or investments from your business based on promises that Block 1 made, and then Block 1 didn't follow up on those promises, leaving you and your business in, you know, hardship, financial loss, etc. Maybe you were gaslit or ghosted by EOS VC or other such examples. If you have, so reach out to them. If you're not sure if you know, your evidence is worthwhile or not to submit, just submit it anyways, and then the ENF can decide which evidence to keep. Next up, we have an article in Hacker Noon, which is a big publication, big crypto publication, and it goes a bit over the problem that Block 1 is facing, having raised 4 billion in its ICO, and then not having followed up on many of its promises. So this is a good article that kind of also, you know, links into the B1 litigation update. All right, Fractally. Next up, we got Fractally. So Fractally has started their weekly meeting. So for those of you who don't know, Fractally, you know, it tries to implement fractal governance, kind of the evolution of Eden that currently exists on the mainnet. Now, Eden elections are every 6 months, I think, while fractal elections are every week. And then every week, people get together, they share the contributions they've done towards the common goal that the fractal is organized around, and then people rate each other based on those contributions, and then award respect tokens, which are tokens from that community that highlights the top contributors of that fractal in that community. So this first fractal is about Fractally, which is very meta. So these people join the weekly meetings, which is going on tomorrow, Saturday, 1700 UTC. Everyone's free to join. And if you're curious about Fractally, about how it works, about the potential it could have for EOS or for governance in general, you know, highly encourage you guys to join. I unfortunately have non-blockchain obligations that I need to respect tomorrow, so I can't join this week, but I am hoping to join as soon as I can. So this fractal is about Fractally, about people who are promoting Fractally, helping grow Fractally, all that. Even if maybe you just have questions about Fractally, join in. Dan Larimer is in there, and obviously there's good conversations about Fractally and what it's all about. So you can visit this website, genesis.gofractally.com/feed. There's a bunch of people that are posting various topics about Fractally, including practicing your elevator pitch. So last week in the Fireside chat, Eve kind of challenged the community to be able to explain really concisely what Fractally is all about, the value it can bring in order, you know, to convince investors and the EOS community to rally behind Fractally. So a few people in the Fireside chat gave some opinions, wrote some little 30-second elevator pitch. Some were more serious than others. Some were pretty funny. It was a good time. And then Eve is offering actually some more incentives and some prizes next week at the Fireside Chat for people who are going to be able to deliver a 30-second pitch on the Fireside Chat. So if that's something that interests you, make sure to join us on the Fireside Chats every Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern. And then you can pitch your elevator pitch for Fractally and potentially get rewarded with some prizes. So talking about the Fireside Chat, it was pretty epic. It lasted 7 hours. I definitely got some dirty looks from my girlfriend when it's still going on, and it's now 10 p.m. when it started at 3 p.m. and my entire evening was taken up by this, but it was actually great. It was amazing conversations back and forth between the community. We talked about a variety of topics. We've got a few chapters here. Definitely there could be more chapters, but this is a massive 7-hour recording. So we kind of wanted to help people, help them find what the topic they're looking for in case they don't want to listen to this entire 7-hour meeting. So the first 3 hours or so was basically the community talking amongst themselves, a variety of topics. We kept Fractally for last because we knew that was going to be a big one. And sure enough, it was. So I think we started talking about Fractally about an hour and a half into the Fireside Chat. And then, the community talked amongst themselves for about an hour and a half. Dogman brought up some great points about why he's excited about Fractally. We had John Williamson from the Fractally team join in and give his perspective and answer some questions from the community. And then Yves Larose from the ENF jumped in at about the 3-hour mark, which is marked here, 3:20. And then he shared some of his thoughts on Fractally, the way the community is reacting, some of the discussions he's had with Dan. He shared some more information about how the ENF is funded and structured legally, and answered a whole bunch of questions from the community. Obviously, there were a lot of questions. Yves was on the air for about 3.5 hours answering questions from everyone. It was really great. We had a lot of fun. We're looking forward to doing it again next week, but maybe not for 7 hours. Usually they last about 2 hours. So if you want to, so these Fireside Chats are restreamed live on Twitter, on the ENF's Twitter, on the Everything EOS YouTube channel, which is where it's now posted, and also on the large EOS Facebook group that happens. So regardless of your platform, maybe you're not into Discord yet, you can still watch it on the other platforms. If you do want to interact, ask some questions, either in the stream chat by text in Discord or in the voice chat in Discord, then of course you need to join us on Discord. The community is always growing every week. We got new members joining our Discord. We're now 3,000 or more members there, which is great. And the conversation there is very respectful. We try to keep it respectful and a friendly environment and welcoming environment. All right, quick note, of course, the EOS.io Plus working groups are always meeting every week. This particular video that's uploaded by Rami just yesterday is about a governance subgroup meeting that happened yesterday. So you can go check that out. All right, let's take a little break here. Remind you guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, reshare with your friends, share on social media, all that good stuff. Let's get the news out from EOS to as many people as we can. And let's do a little quick scan here of our live chat. Who we have in the house? We got Loner who says hot sauce for his tummy. Absolutely, that's what we do here. Yana Schiffer in the house, of course, she's on the production side of things, doing a great job for the hot sauce, doing a great job for the Fireside Chat. And she's also hosting today's gaming night for the EOS community. So that starts in about 3 hours on Discord. Of course, we've got a Kahoot quiz, and then we're going to be playing some blankos. So if you're into that, we hope to see you there at 3 p.m. Eastern. We've got Dan's Party in the house. Hockey Sniper, Daniel Keys, what's up? Mauro Cesar, a regular at these community events. Great to see you. Ian Woods, Zaya Nerman, Sangaya, Walter Hu, Zach Gall. What's up? Thanks for joining us, everyone. Oh, Talk EOS, hello to you too. All right, so if you guys want to win some Party Cracker NFTs today, you know the drill. You're gonna find our tweet here from this morning announcing the hot sauce, and you're going to comment your EOS account, and then we'll be sending out some party crackers at the end of the show. All right, moving on to some Pomelo NFT series update, and also actually Pomelo Season 2 grant applications are going to be opening on March 22nd. So the official announcement from the Pomelo Twitter account hasn't been made yet. It will be done today. We dropped some Alpha Wednesday in the Fireside chat, where you can also often find some unreleased news there. But yeah, so the grants will open for Pomelo Season 2 on March 22nd. Now that's just when you can submit your grants to the platform, but that doesn't mean you should wait until that time to start creating your grant. Obviously, I imagine a lot of teams that are planning on submitting grants for Pomelo Season 2, there is $888,000 available for the matching pool for this season. So there's definitely a lot of money to go around. I imagine there's going to be a lot of teams putting forward their grants for their open source projects. And in order to help these grants gain more attention and awareness in the community, we're teaming up with the team at Generios, and we're going to be hosting some Pomelo Season 2 pitch sessions. So here you can find the Google form, of course, in the comments below. We'll be sharing this form on social media as well over the course of this week and next week's, and all basically until the grant submissions close, or until the donation period closes, which is going to be in April. So until then, if you're working on a grant and you want to come pitch your grant on the EOS Fireside chat, fill out this form. If you want to pitch your grant on the Pomelo pitch deck interview episodes on the Generios YouTube, fill out this form as well. So the EOS Fireside pitches are going to be fairly short. We're looking at about 5-minute pitch time, and then Q&A period that lasts a maximum of 15 minutes. And we're going to have 2 such pitch sessions per Fireside. So we don't want to take over the entire Fireside chat, but we do want to, take all the opportunities we can to promote these grants to the wider community. And then if you're looking for a more thorough explanation or interview with these grant creators, then you go on over to the Generios YouTube, and Jimmy D is going to be hosting some interviews with a lot of the grant creators there. So between now and the end of the donation period, which is sometime in mid-April, I think there's 7 more Wednesdays available. So that means 7 more Firesides, two pitches per Fireside, 14 pitches total. So if we get more than 14 applications, not everyone's going to be able to come on the Fireside chat to pitch. However, Jimmy D has told me that they intend on doing as many as they can, possibly more than 14. So those are 2 great opportunities for grant creators to get well known by the community, and drum up support for your grant as we move into the donation period of Season 2 Pomelo. All right, now moving on to Pomelo Season 2 NFTs, which is a collection that we created to help promote Pomelo and to help keep Pomelo front of mind in the community, and to help people get excited for Pomelo. For the Pomelo grants and crowdfunding platform. So we've been kind of trickling out some releases for this NFT series. Today, we're kind of showing you what it's all about. So, finding diamonds in the rough is kind of the theme of this season. The Pomelo crowdfunding platform is all about discovering talent in our community and finding ways to get them the funding that they need in order to allow them to deliver great value to the community. In the same sense, our second Pomelo NFT series focuses on transforming some raw materials into some exquisite diamond pomelos. Now, not all grants are created equal. Some are going to be better delivered and executed on than others. And in the same way, not all diamond pomelos are created equal. Some are going to be nicer and rarer than others. And this article kind of goes over the mechanics and what you need to know in order to forge these diamond pomelos. So, we had our Kimberlite drop that's almost sold out now. We had our Grant Collectibles drop that is sold out now, meaning that we're gonna have raised 5,000 EOS in these primary sales, and all of that money is donated back to the Pomelo matching pool. So on top of the $888,000 that the ENF donated, we'll also be donating 5,000 EOS. Which is a 5x increase from the 1,000 EOS we donated for our first series of Pomelo NFTs. So it's great to see, this evolution, and great to see the community still excited and supporting Pomelo through this NFT series. So next up, the next step in this series is the Diamond Potion. So you're going to be able to blend your Diamond Potion starting on Tuesday at 1300 UTC. That's 8 a.m. Eastern. You need 4 Kimberlites and 1 of any of the Grant Collectibles to blend together into your Diamond Potion. Now, what does your Diamond Potion do? It's going to generate some diamond fragments. So as soon as you blend it, you can claim 1 fragment right away. You can visit harvest.pomelo.io to claim your fragments, and then you'll be able to claim 1 every 24 hours. There's 7 fragments in your Diamond Potion. And then these fragments come in a variety of attributes. So there's a bunch of different colors, shapes, and clarities that you can have in your diamond fragment. If you're looking for more diamond fragments into your Diamond Potion, you can blend your Diamond Potion with a golden pomelo from season 1, and then add an extra 5 fragments available in your potion. So we've had some feedback from some of our collectors saying, hey, what can we do with these golden pomelos? Are we going to be able to use them in season 2? Yes, you are. We added a bonus for those of you who want to, crank out some more diamond fragments. And then the diamond pomelo itself requires 5 diamond fragments and 1 diamond potion blended together to forge your diamond. And that's going to be starting the week after on March 15th. Now, what's important to note here is that the diamond fragment attributes are going to impact how your diamond pomelo looks. So if you submit some, for example, 3 amber fragments and 2 ice blue fragments, those are the colors, well, you'll have a 60% chance of amber and 40% chance of ice blue. Same goes for the shapes. The clarity is a bit more nuanced. And so I encourage you guys to read this article to really understand how the clarity impacts your diamond pomelo. So basically, if you got some flawless and internally flawless in terms of clarity diamond fragments, then you'll be able to mint a rare diamond pomelo. So come check this out for the exact formula, and then good luck finding some flawless diamond fragments from your potions. Those are really going to be the most valuable items in this collection, allowing you to mint some beautiful diamond pomelos. And then, just like last season, you can then also blend your diamond pomelo into a pomelo badge season 2 if you have extra diamond pomelos, or if it didn't turn out the color you'd hope, or whatever, you can convert one into a pomelo badge. Last thing here is that we've got a supply of 250 maximum for these badges, and we're also applying that supply cap retroactively to season 1. We've restricted our blend contract to only allow 250 Pomelo season 1 badges to be blended. I think right now there's like maybe 220 or so. So there's just a few more Pomelo season 1 badges that can be blended. All right, hope that wasn't too much information for you guys. Again, check out the article for more information. If you have questions, hit us up on social media. We're always happy to answer these questions. Our team had a bunch of fun creating this series. Denis worked on some new features, some new mechanics for these attributes. We got mutable attributes for the potion. So you'll see how much mana each of your potions still has left. 1 mana is kind of 1 diamond fragment. And yeah, so we hope you enjoy it. You enjoy collecting it as much as we enjoyed creating it. All right, moving on. All right, so EOS Israel here, kind of still in the NFT theme. They're trying to raise funds for the people in Ukraine. And, you know, they set up an account. If people want to donate EOS to that account, they'll be then, you know, finding a charity to give it to in Ukraine. And then also a few NFT creators on EOS kind of jumped in. We've got Animals EOS.io that created an NFT that they're selling that is raising funds for Ukraine. We've got Andreas Palmar selling some NFTs as well for a fundraiser, and Shufan NFT creator is also getting in there and donations. So great way to donate to Ukraine and get an NFT, cool NFT for your collection as well. Okay, Gamebox from DeFi-Box. Gamebox $1 million incubation plan for GameFi. So the first registration has ended, and they've received an impressive 30 game manufacturers, game studios, I guess, that applied for this incubator, which is great. Definitely looking forward to trying out 30 games on EOS. And yes, we are waiting for your good news, Gamebox, for sure. So if you're not familiar, you can check out this website, game-box.io, find out a bit more about this incubation program. And finally, a few pieces of news for EOS. Bywire released a nice article saying the must-have dApps for EOS users. I went through it quickly, and indeed, these are must-have. I use almost all of these every day. Anchor Wallet, I use every day. EOS account creator, I don't. I've got plenty of accounts already for that. EOS PowerUp, I use every day. Blocks, I use every day. DeFi-Box, I use very often. Atomic Hub, I use every day. Uplan, I wish I could use every day, but I don't have time to play that game, unfortunately. But I've played it a bit. Obviously, Uplan, one of the more popular dApps on EOS. And then also, Altcoinbuzz.io has been promoting EOS a few times. We saw a tweet from them recently, I mentioned last week. You know, here we got top crypto events, and the second event here is talking about the Mando 3.0 testnet upgrade, what it means, and yeah, a bit of information on that. So it's good to see some mainstream crypto news sites talking about EOS. All right, so that wraps it up for me today. Thanks for joining, and have a good weekend, and we'll talk to you next week.